It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
3rd down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The 3rd down.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. His first career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. 45, check Mike, 45. Gun. 45's the mic, 45's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D, let's get that ball.
Throwing again, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Oh, that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He'll have a first down inside
that's how we do it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Seahawks 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson rolling to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
For a Seahawks.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Kilo 14. Alert. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Carson, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Watch the curls. Check. Lucky.
Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
It's our time. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Let's go, D. Mike 27, Mike 3. Hey, check Mike 27. He's scared.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Vikings.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Vikings 7, Seahawks 0.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 at the 41. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and goal, Minnesota.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, check down.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Pass.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and
to throw again is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. This defense... Had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Check 56. We want this.
Here's 2nd and 8. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It quickly to Thielen here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
The pass.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. They can't hang with us. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They're running it. 56 to Mike. 60
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. Showing it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Coming for you. 19, Pioneer. Wings. Mike 27. Yeah, that's what I do.
They'll set up to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Mike 27. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Smith catches left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
On the carry.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Mike 27. Mike 18. I'm going to lose one.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half.
The ball carrier.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown,
Dalvin
Minnesota.
Cook, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Good.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was brought down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hauschka now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
David Moore, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Will Seahawks go for it but can't convert? And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Turnover on down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Flush to it, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Second down.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to score. Touchdown, it's a Viking touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. All the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing again, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
I got you. Zebra. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Point is good.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, you're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Wild Bill.
On first down, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to 24.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They run it again with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
By the Vikings. They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Hey, check. Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
We cleaning up, baby. We are. Outside. Don't give him nothing.
Today's final score, Vikings
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this
14.
one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Minnesota, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.